I really need help getting past, and this blends with what Mr. Nifong would have understood to be exculpatory, because the defendants told him, we're looking for indications of evidence of other male DNA that showed up in the DESI report. They told him that at that hearing. And not 10 or 15 minutes before that, he had represented to the court, they've got everything that I have. And I understand your argument to be that he said that believing that the evidence of the non-Dukla cross-player DNA was in the DSI report. And then Mr. Kingsbury, 10 or 15 minutes after Mr. Nifong made that statement, says, we're seeking information of any additional DNA that was found on this alleged victim, even though it doesn't match any of these defendants. And at the end he said, if there are additional male DNA present on this victim, I want to make sure that everyone understands that our discovery motion asks for that material as well. And what I have trouble leaving this in negligence, and maybe even at the knowing level, is at that point, how does Mr. Nifong not have an obligation affirmative? Because you can mislead, you can commit fraud by being silent when you should speak. How does he not have an obligation to stand up at that point and say, whoa, instead of waiting until December? I mean, how does that not communicate to him that that's exculpatory, that at least the defendants believe it to be so, and that they do not have it?
Well, I believe if you the next line down, if I'm not mistaken, I believe the court says something to the effect that both the SBI lab and the DNA security will provide that information, if I'm not mistaken. And that hearing was talking about the production of the underlying data. And so the way I had read that was that he made that point. It was about the production of the underlying data. The court, who was talking about having those outside labs, the SBI and DNA security submitted, say, I would assume that that's covered in this report. That's the way I read that. And he should have gone back and done something else, but it didn't click. And it can be that simple, I think. It just can be. It's just, I mean, Mr. Nifong is his own unique person. I mean, to